Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Go Home show before High Voltage tape. First up, we have the Murder Clique, Cody King and Johnny Rebel versus Kingdom Breakers of Blade Trinity, CJ and Lance Wade.
Black Diamond, Cody King, and Johnny the Rebel. And their opponents at a combined weight of 485 pounds, the Rebel CJ Blade and Lance Blade.
All right, here we go. Starts on with Johnny Rebel kicking CJ Blade in the face, followed by some stomps. Lance Wade goes for a pickup move, but he gets reversed. Back and forth action going on. Got some onside action going on. Johnny Rebel just got through back in the ring. CJ Blade's on the follow. CJ Blade with a knee flip and a knee to the face. Cody's going for a wicked stepsister. Lance Wade's going to the top rope. He's met by Cody King. Turns his back and then gets nailed in the back with a forearm. And then 1 count. Quick combination from CJ Blade to Johnny Rebel, followed by Lance Blade. Move up the top rope, followed by 1 count. Cody King just kicked that chair right out of Lance's hands. Like CJ Blade's going for the two amigos. And a monkey flip. Johnny Rebel reverses. CJ Blade rolls to the outside, picks up a table, slides it into the ring. It slides it back in the ring itself. Looked like the Murder Clique was trying to force him to have a double team. CJ Blade with a springboard back elbow to Johnny's back when he was trying to pick up the table. Cody King just nailed a leaping stomp to Lance Blade on the outside. CJ Blade with a foot DDT in the ring. followed by a cloverleaf backbreaker. Throws Johnny Rebel into the corner. CJ Blade picks up the table. Sets it up. Johnny Rebel tries to do some type of combination, but CJ Blade reverses. Cody King with a rushing leg sweep on the outside. CJ Blade looks like he's going for cradle shock through the table. CJ Blade saves Lance by knocking Cody King into the corner. And then he does a jumping forearm smash in the corner. Bumps into Johnny Rebel. Hits him in the back of the head. Looks like he's going for the kill switch. Or as he calls it, the switchblade. Cody King's there to break up the pin. Gets a close on the back of the head for breaking the pin up. Cody King's going back outside after taking Lance down. CJ Blade just busted Johnny on the outside in the face. Cody King tried to hit CJ Blade there for fluorescent light bulb. CJ Blade countered with a combo. Lance Blade went for a top rope move but got reversed into a power slam. CJ Blade with a gator roll and a falcon arrow onto the concrete floor on the outside. Johnny Rebel does not a crucifix bomb on the concrete floor on Lance Blade. I need to get back in the ring. Can't win outside. CJ Blade and Cody King's back in the ring. CJ Blade with a sling blade. Cody King's pulling himself up in the corner. CJ Blade with a German suplex. Followed by a clothesline. CJ Blade going to the top rope. Calling his shot. Looking like a diving side headbutt. Going for the pin. Johnny breaks it up. Johnny catches Lance with a falling powerbomb. And CJ Blade throws Johnny into the corner. And then throws Cody against the rope. Looks like he went for his leaping HV2 kick. Johnny off the second rope with a shoulder tackle to Lance Blade. Lance reverses the leg grab into an enziguri, then stomps him in the elbow. Lance misses the coffin drop. Lance gets busted open by looks like a spinning big boot. And then gets a fluorescent light bulb into the back of the head. Try to go for a power bomb on CJ Blade, but he reverses. Then tries to grab Cody from behind, and then Cody reverses. Lance Blade with a cliffhanger DDT. Lance picks up the kendo stick. Everybody rolls to the outside. CJ Blade with a neck breaker on Cody King onto the concrete floor. Looks like Johnny's going to go for another crucifix bomb onto the concrete floor on Lance Blade. Meanwhile, CJ Blade in the ring doing another combo strike, which busts open Cody King. Followed by a springboard frog splash. CJ Blade throws Johnny off the ropes and nails him with a snap dragon suplex. Spin kick to the gut, kick to the face, forearms to the gut, and then a kick to the back of the head. Johnny at reverse. Cody jumps to the outside but misses. CJ's going for the pin. Johnny kicks out at 2. Oh, a forearm smash out of the corner. Meanwhile, Lance with a spine buster on Cody on the outside. CJ Blade with a chair shot to Johnny's gut, but then Johnny reverses the next one. Johnny went for the powerbomb again, but CJ Blade reversed it again. HV2 kick in the face. And a 3 count. At the same time, Lance Blade slammed Cody King, and the Kingdom Breakers pick up the win. And this has been something signature that the Blade Trinity faction has done. They just sling their opponents out of the ring after they win. Next up, we have Ricky Davison versus Tombstone. I wonder if Spike is lurking in the shadows somewhere after the attack Ricky did on him last week. Guess we just have to find out.
And his opponent from the wasteland, weighing in at 445 pounds,
Welcome in, Edgel. Alright, let's get this match started. This is Tombstone's only 3rd match here at ACW. He had a match against Justin Case back at Maximum Overdrive, and a couple weeks after that, he had a match with Slade. So let's see how he fares against Ricky Davison. Oh, that will be Ricky Davison, Edgel. So he looks more like a... looks like the Tiger King if he was a wrestler. But anyway, Ricky Davison with the arm drop. And he's gonna stomp him in his hands. Followed by a leg drop. When they go for something else, Tombstone reverses, kicks him in the forehead. Tombstone reverses the Irish whip into the corner. Does a double punch clothesline combo. Goes for the pin. Kick out at 1. Followed by a knee strike to the side of the head and kick to the back. Now he's going to stomp a mud hole into him in the corner. Tries to put him back in the corner, but Ricky Davison reverses. Drop kicks him in the ass. Drag him to the middle of the ring. Tombstone said he wasn't having that. He's going to crawl to the outside just to get speared off the apron. Now Ricky Davison showing off to the crowd. Tombstone's back in the ring. Tries to go put Tombstone in the corner. Tombstone reverses. Tombstone with a roll-up. Then it throws him off the rope. Went for a big boot, but got reversed. Ricky went for something in the back, and then got elbowed, and then DDT'd. Knee to the chest. Now just stomps to the chest. Ricky reverses Tombstone's Irish whip into the corner. Now Ricky's just going to claw his eyes out. Try to blind the man. Tombstone gets a reversal with some elbow shots to the torso. Irish whips Ricky into the corner. Looked like he went for a choke slam. We got reversed. Now Ricky's going to try to put some torque on that elbow. Tombstone quickly reverses with some shots to the gut. And he finally gets that big boot to the face off. Ricky reverses with an arm whip to the ground. Irish whips Tombstone against the ropes. Tombstone reverses again, followed by another DDT. And an elbow drop to the chest. Ricky trips him while trying to get picked up. Now Ricky with some elbow drops of his own, and then a stomp to the hand. Tombstone with a smack across the face. Throws him right back into the corner again. There's a forearm in the back of the neck. And then clothesline to the back of the head. Going to go for a pin. And a kick out at 2. Right, Tombstone might be going for his finish. It looked like he was going for that last ride, but got reversed. Tombstone comes back with a punch combination. Oh, Ricky Davison with a super kick right in the side of the head that busts Tombstone wide the fuck open. But Tombstone kicks out at 2. Ricky Davison throws Tombstone into the corner, sets him on the top rope. Tombstone reverses. Went for something, but Ricky Davison reversed. Then he bumps into him. Tombstone looks like he's going for a choke slam. Ricky reverses with an arm drag. Ricky's going to go to the corner. Looks like he's going to go for an elbow strike. Right to Tombstone's face. And Ricky Davison picks up the win. But it looks like the lights has went out. This might be Spike getting his retaliation from the attack that Ricky did to him last week. Spike with a choke slam. Well, that rivalry is sure heating up towards High Voltage. All right, this next match is a triple threat match between the Infected Virus versus POH's Charlie Whiskers versus the tag team champions Rock and Roll Hendrix Steel. Whoever wins this match will sure bring momentum into the High Voltage next week in that tag team title match, which is a Metal Mayhem match, which means all weapons involved will be metal of some sorts.
And his opponents, first, from Hartford, Connecticut, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Jester, Charles Allen Whiskers. And representing the Rockers from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 235 pounds, one half of the Alliance World Tag Team Champions, Henry Steele.
I'm about to get this three-way underway. Alright, the bell is wrong. Alright, starts out with Virus trying to grab Hendrix, but gets kicked in the gut. Hendrix is attacking Charlie Whiskers, followed by a Russian leg sweep. Charlie rolls out of the way, but meets an elbow to the face. The Virus with a scoop slam on Hendrix. Charlie with a Cobra Clutch backbreaker and then clothesline Hendrix out of the ring. Ric Flair chop in the corner. Hendrix throws a sledgehammer at Charlie, but Charlie acts like it didn't even hit him. Charlie with an elbow out of the corner, followed by Virus hitting a shoulder tackle on Hendrix. Virus with a combination, followed by a military press power slam. Charlie gets reversed. And nails a knife edge chop. And then a knee trembler to Hendrix. A lot of reversing going on at the beginning of this match. Charlie Whiskers is going to hang Virus up on the top rope. And then nail him with a forearm shot to the back. Hendricks with a light tube in. We got uppercutted. Hendricks with a knee strike to Virus's face. It's like Virus and Hendricks just did a double team punch on Charlie. Virus then slings Hendricks off the rope, and then nails a one arm spine buster. I think Charlie might have been going for a full Nelson. We got reversed. Now the Virus is going for a ground to military press. Drops him straight on the mat. Hendricks comes in and drop kicks Virus in the knee. Takes the big man down. Charlie Whiskers throws Hendricks over the top rope. And then there's a drop uppercut on Virus. Hendricks a Russian leg sweep on Charlie and is going to go for the pin. Virus breaks the pin up. Virus is going to lean Hendricks against the rope. And then the reversal Irish whip happens. And then Virus catches Hendricks out of the air with a snap power slam. I don't know what that was, but Charlie recovered and nailed a pedigree on Virus. And then Hendricks slugs Charlie in the gut with a sledgehammer. Hendricks Irish whips Virus off the rope. And then catches him with a hip toss. Gonna go for the pin. Virus kicks out at one. Charlie throws Hendricks into the corner. Hendricks reverses. Oh. Virus slugs Hendricks 2 times in the ribs with the sledgehammer. Charlie picks up Virus. Looks like he's going to go for a spinning TKO right on the sledgehammer. Hendricks went for a side kick but missed. Charlie with a running power slam, but immediately just broken up by Virus. Charlie went for a strike combination, they got reversed. Charlie reverses Virus. Looks like he's going to go for the Indian Deathlock. They got broke up. Hendricks with his signature DDT. And then once again, Hendricks gets thrown over the top rope. Virus with looks like some type of gator roll into a gut wrench suplex. Hendricks out there into the corner. Virus is hitting some strikes. And then a belly to belly out of the corner. And then Charlie throws a chair right into Virus' face. Virus went for something, but Charlie reversed it into a DDT. Charlie got Irish whip, but it didn't work out. Now, Magic Killer from Virus and Charlie Whiskers onto Hendricks. It looks like Virus is going for his. Oh, no, he went for a pop-up cutter. The pin got broken up along with the referee getting taken out at the same time. Charlie went for a springboard move, but Hendricks rolled back in the ring. Hendricks going for a suplex. Charlie reverses. Irish whips Hendricks into Virus, but stops Virus' momentum and nails him with the clothesline. But Charlie smacks Hendricks right in the face with the table. And then nails him with a knee smash. Virus throws Charlie onto the side of the table. And then Hendricks nailed the Famouser on Virus onto the chair. Charlie with a clothesline on Hendricks. Hendricks reverses whatever Charlie was about to go for on Hendricks. And then Charlie gets hung up with the top rope. Looks like Virus is going to go for some type of suplex with the table, but Hendricks reverses. And then Virus gets back body drop right onto the chair. I don't understand what all this is, but Hendricks finally finishes the move and nails a backbreaker on Virus. And then follows that over to Russian leg sweep on Charlie Whiskers. Virus gets thrown over the top rope. Virus gets met with a knee in his face right when he comes back in the ring. And then a knee to the face while he's on the ground that busts him wide open. Hendricks was going to lean Charlie on the rope, but Charlie reversed. Charlie with a drop kick to the side of Virus' head. He's going to go for a pin. Virus kicks out at 2. Virus with a dragon screw on Hendricks. And then Charlie scoop power slams Hendricks to the mat. Then he gets clotheslined by Virus, but quickly rolled out of the ring. And the Virus gets hung up on the rope by Hendricks. And we got a Osaka street cutter from Charlie Whiskers at Hendricks Steel. And then Virus nails Charlie with a clothesline, followed by a big boot. Went for something else, but Charlie reversed. Charlie with his signature foot uppercut on Virus, going for the pin. Virus kicks out at 2. Charlie went for a springboard move, but Hendricks stopped. Virus went for a sledgehammer shot. Charlie tripped him over to stop him from getting hit. Hendricks over the top rope again. Looks like Virus is going for the infected bomb. He goes trying for a pin with Hendricks in the ring. Hendricks immediately breaks the pin up. The Virus nails a sidewalk slam on Hendricks in the corner. Hendricks kicks out at 2. And then it's clothesline right when he gets back up. Hendricks with some elbow shots to Virus' gut. And then he'll drop kick him in the ass. Hendricks going to the second rope, but decides to get down. The Virus nails an inverted power slam on Hendricks. And then Charlie nails a shout out on Virus. Hendricks with a lifting reverse DDT onto Charlie Whiskers. He's going to go for a pin. And the Virus breaks it up. Hendricks was trying to bring Virus back to the corner, but got reversed. And Charlie went for something and then got reversed. Hendricks with a flying back elbow to the chest of the Virus. Right, Charlie is going for a pedigree. Hendricks throws down the table. He hits a combo on Charlie. Leaves the ring, comes back in the ring just to get a sledgehammer to the gut. Charlie's going to wake him up for the foot uppercut again. Hendricks kicks out 2. Charlie went to maneuver Virus to the corner, but got reversed. And then a loot desk press onto the Virus. Hendricks is trying to attack Charlie, but Charlie has got this onslaught on the Virus. Oh, a spinning cat's eye where Hendricks smartly rolls out of the ring. Charlie does a springboard rolling senton on the Virus in the ring. Hendricks comes back in the ring. Hendricks once again tries to bring Charlie to the corner, only to get reversed. Virus lays Charlie onto the ropes, throws him off, but he runs it to the table. And then he gets dropped by the table. Hendricks gets thrown over the top rope again. Hendricks with another famouser on Charlie Whiskers. Hendricks is calling for the end, but not doing anything. But took an elbow to the face. The Virus is going to put Hendricks on the ropes, but got reversed. Hendricks reversed Charlie's move. Charlie reverses Hendricks' move with a dragon screw. Hendricks rolls off the ring. Charlie follows. Virus just threw the snow steps right into the side of Charlie's head. Virus with a snap power slam on the Hendricks onto the concrete floor. Charlie then throws Virus back into the ring and then plays to the crowd a little bit. It looks like he's going to go for an arm wringer suplex onto the concrete floor. And then an elbow stomp. Virus tried to throw Charlie back into the ring, but Charlie reversed with some elbow strikes to the gut. Hendricks is at a diving crossbody to break up Virus's powerbomb on the Charlie Whiskers. And then nails a patella neck breaker onto Virus, followed by a knee drop. Now Hendricks is going to play to the crowd. Hendricks with a leaping neck breaker on the Charlie Whiskers onto the concrete floor on the outside. And then a hammer to the back of Charlie's head. Charlie reverses the Irish whip. Virus is going for the infected bomb once again. Right onto the concrete floor. Then picks Charlie right back up. Tries the Irish whip, but gets reversed. Charlie was playing to the crowd and took a kendo stick right to the forehead, which busted him wide open. Now the Virus is getting a famouser right onto the concrete floor. That's sure to open him up a bit more. Charlie reverses the Irish whip from Charlie gets back in the ring. Virus takes down Hendricks on the outside. Hendricks and Virus gets back in the ring. Then Hendricks throws Virus over the top rope. Goes for another lifting inverted DDT. He's going to go for a pin. The referee, the table, and the pin all got broke at the same time. Then Virus nailed a snap back suplex on to Hendricks under the table, followed by a miss diving move. Hendricks with some fists to the side of Hendrix's. Hendrix's. Alright, there's a lot of action going on here, so bear with me. Looks like Charlie Whiskers with a rope-assisted cat's eye. But the pin was broken up at 1. Charlie then lays Virus on the ropes and then gets an uppercut from Hendricks. Hendricks then stomps his knee. Virus is going for the affected bomb again. Hendricks reverses. And Hendricks takes the table to the back of the head. Charlie's now going to go for the rope-assisted cat's eye on the Virus. He's going for the pin. And Charlie Whiskers picks up the win and the momentum going into Metal Mayhem at High Voltage.
The Jester, Charles Allen Whiskers. The following is a Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Richmond, Virginia, weighing in at 209 pounds, Zack the Psycho Sinister.
This next match is a Falls Count Anywhere match between Zack Sinister and Mo Hero.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 163 pounds, May Hero.
Mo Hero's been in this back and forth battle with Christian Razorblade and Blade Trinity, leading to a tag team match at High Voltage where Mo Hero has to have a partner or go it alone once again. But he said in a recent interview that he has found a tag team partner. We just have to wait until High Voltage to see who it is. About to get this Falls Count Anywhere match started. Bell. Match starts off with a roundhouse kick from Zack Sinister, followed by some punches by Mo Hero. And then Zack takes Mo down with a side kick. They'll grab by his headband and kick him in the face, and then throw him into the mat. Followed by a springboard moonsault, going for the early pin. And a 2 count. Standing shooting star. Now he's going to try to stretch his arm. No reverse with the elbow. There's Zack over the top rope. Another rope reversal. Looks like Mo Hero's going for a back suplex on the side of the apron. The back and forth action on the outside. Mo goes to pick Zack up. Zack reverses. Looks like he's going to hit him with a side suplex right onto the concrete floor. Went for a monkey flip, but fell onto the table. Zack Sinister with a modified electric chair drop. And then a falling power bomb onto the concrete floor. And Mo kicks out at 2. Zack's using the concrete floor as his weapon of choice in this match. Zack's just going to slam Mo's head right off the apron and then goes back in the ring. He'll play to the crowd a little bit, then go to the top rope. And does a torque screw shooting star press to the outside. And then he throws Mo back into the ring. And now he's going to go for a weapon from under the ring. He grabbed the kendo stick. Nails Mo in the back of the head with it. Mo with a jumping shoulder block. And now Mo's going to nail his own version of a pop-up power bomb that he calls the Hero Bomb. Zack kicks out at 2. Zack pulls himself up in the corner. Mo turned him around and nails him with a double accidental smash. Zack reverses, then Mo reverses. Mo brings Zack over to the ropes, throws him off. Miscommunication, and they run into each other. Zack with a springboard sidekick that busts Mo wide open. And then Zack with a pop-up powerbomb of his own. And gets a 3 count in quick fashion in this Falls Count Anywhere match. So Mo will have no momentum going into that tag match against Chris Razor at High Voltage. Alright, the next match is G-Money versus Chris Blade.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Marietta, Georgia, weighing in at 260 pounds, G-Money.
G-Money has a very big task coming up at High Voltage, where he has to try to beat the man known as Justin Case. Who has been on a tear lately. For some reason this year, Justin Case has only been wrestling on pay-per-views and only showing up on pay-per-views. So you know Justin Case is going to be watching this match closely. Chris Blade looks to try to build momentum towards that tag team match I was discussing earlier with him and Razor facing off against Mo and his mystery partner.
And his opponent from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Psycho Chris Blade.
Exploding. Mom, you have to come here.
Alright, let's get this match started. Going wrong. G-Money starts off with a running shoulder tackle. And now he's going for a neck crank. G-Money now going for some ground and pound. Followed by a foot stomp. Chris Blade kicks him in the head. And then kicks him in the chest a couple times, followed by a forearm to the side of the face. Followed by a springboard blockbuster. And now a famouser. Knee to the side of the head, followed by a neck breaker. Now Chris Blade with some ground and pound on his own. G-Money's trying to cover up. G-Money reverses Chris's ground move and then nails a knee right into his side and then stomps him in the back of the elbow. Anyway, collarbone neck tie up. Chris Blade slings G-Money down, punches him in the face, and nails him with looks like a modified side suplex, and then nails him with wherever the hell that was. Chris Blade going for his gator roll, followed by a headlock, a side headlock. There you go. They're going to go for the rear naked choke. But he lets him go for some reason. Picks him up. He went for the heat seeker. G-Money nailed the Superman punch. Chris kicks out at 2. G-Money went for a DDT, but got reversed. Trish is going to wake him up for something else. Like, Trish is going to go for the pedigree, which he calls the game over. But G-Money kicks out at 2. Went for a springboard leg drop and missed. It's like G-Money's going to stomp the hand. Trish Blade. And then some stomps to the chest. And then the side of the head. And he'll knee Trish inside the face and busts him open. And usually, Trish gets busted open, he's not a very happy person. He goes to that psychotic stage. Now it's a reverse close onto the back of the head. G-Money kicks out. Went for something on the outside, but G-Money hung him up. Looks like G-Money's trying to pull out some of Trish Blade's maneuvers with some dirty tactics. He nails his version of the glorious DDT. And then he'll go for a ground and pound. And then he'll stomp him in the chest some more. Just springboard off the rope and now a jumping elbow drop. Gonna Irish whip Trish Blade into an uppercut. Now he's gonna try to torque his knee and ankle. Gonna go for another pin here. Trish Blade kicks out again. Trish Blade kicks him in the side of the head. And another springboard leg drop on the back of G-Money's neck. G-Money follows up with a clothesline. Trish Blade pulling himself up in the corner. Wait for something. Trish Blade reverse. G-Money slipped off the back and now the chop block. Go for a pin. He's going to put his foot out on the ropes while the referee is looking. Well, G-Money had to pull some dirty tactics to get that win. Oh, look, he decided to show up to a regular show. Just in case is ready. Oh, well, before the next match can happen, freaking Leo Maverick gets attacked Squall from behind, rams his head into the steps, and then throws him in the ring. Damian Bates is in the ring waiting on him. The bell is wrong. Well, hopefully that attack doesn't stop Squall from getting back on track. He nails another second street cutter on Damian Bates. And then a monsterplex. Damian Bates kicks him in the forehead on the ground, followed by a couple strikes and a leg chop. And looks like he's going to go for that ground to military press slam. Damian misses the falling headbutt. Hitting his nail with a big boot. Squall tries to go for a roll up. Squall went to go lift him up, but Damian Bates managed to put all his weight into it and fall right on top of him. Squall reverses Damian's ground move. That was a casket drop right across Damian's chest. Now he's going to go for some rapid stomps to Damian's chest. Damian Bates with the enzuigiri from the ground. Squall with an elbow to the gut. And then nails Damien with a spinning back elbow off the rope. Damien kicks out at 2. This is Damien's biggest match since he debuted here. It's 3-0. So he's been undefeated so far here at ACW. Let's see if we can make it 4-0. Or if Squall will stop the streak before he even gets hot. Squall with a springboard cutter out of the corner. He missed the big boot. Damian Bates is now going for an F10. And then a leg pull slam. Now he's going to pull Squall into the middle of the ring and go for a pin. Squall kicks out at 2. Rolls to the outside to catch a breath. Comes back in and falls right into a double arm choke slam. But kicks out at 2. Damian Bates went for a penalty kick but missed. Squall gets her over the top rope. Damian Bates with the 10 beats of the Bowery. Pulling a trick out of Sheamus's book. Squall's getting up. So Damian Bates is going to go out there and meet him. Squall meets him with a knife edge chop across the chest. And then rams his face into the side of the ring. And then busts him wide open with the right hand right straight to the side of the face. Damian Bates then whips Squall right into the ring. Squall wasting no time. He picks Damian Bates up right when he comes back in the ring. Nails the crucifix bomb. Damian Bates kicked out at 2. Squall's trying to wake Damian Bates up. Looks like he might be going for a springboard shoulder. Yeah, it looks like they're both going for a jumping move at the same time, but it looks like Squall's elbow made the connection. And he nailed a big boot out of the corner. Damian quickly revived and nailed the clothesline. Squall kicks out at 2. Squall reverses and nails a punch to Damian's gut. And then nails a code red. Damian Bates rolls to the outside of the apron just to get speared off the apron. Now Squall will pick Damian Bates up and then toss him right into the side of the ring apron. And then throw him back to the corner. Into the ring. And then a diving elbow drop straight to Damian's spine. And then nail the GS5. Damian Bates is in trouble. And Squall is back on his winning ways, whereas Damian Bates suffers his first loss.
Here is your winner, the Superstar.
Up next we have Crystal Rain, which is the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship at High Voltage, facing against Jacqueline Chang. So can Crystal Rain build momentum towards her title match at High Voltage, or will Jacqueline Chain upset the number one contender?
And her opponent from Taipei City, Jacqueline Chain.
All right, about to get this match started. Everybody both started off with a move, they got reversed. Crystal Rain with some quick chops. Jacqueline followed by an X Factor. And nailed her with a stunning wizard. Some repeated stomps to the ankle. Jacqueline then reverses. Jacqueline gets reversed. And then a rope run drop kick. And a 1 count. You go through Crystal Rain, just through Jacqueline Rain to the referee, and then just now they're running X Factor. Jacqueline with a kick to the back. And then Crystal Rain reverses with a jawbreaker. Tries to bring Jacqueline to the corner, then gets reversed. Jacqueline went for a roll up, we got reversed. And Crystal Rain, first roll up got reversed too. This one with a punch to the face. Went for a drop kick, we got reversed. Jacqueline taking a rolling elbow. And a tiger suplex. Jacqueline going for a pin. And Jacqueline Chain has just pinned Crystal Rain.
Here is your winner, Jacqueline Chain.
It's now time for our main event.
The following is
Hanging Wang, #1 contender for the ACW World title,
from New York,
versus
weighing in
Razor
at
Blade.
225 pounds, Lee Wayne. And his opponent from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, weighing in at 190 pounds, Razor Blade.
Well, looks like Mo lost momentum tonight. Going into that tag match, and so did Chris. Let's see if Razor can build momentum into that tag match. If not, then it should be any man's game that comes to that tag team match at High Voltage. You best believe Bobby Wayne is watching this match and Hanging Lee Wayne very closely. That's it off. Hanging Wayne has a chance to become a 3-time ACW World Champion. And springboard stunners, Razor right off the rope, followed by a kick combination. This last year at the first High Voltage, not the first time, but the last High Voltage, he had lost his first ACW World title to Chris Blade. Now this year, he had a chance to win his third ACW World Championship. So Bobby Wayne will definitely try to retain it. Try not to become a transitional champion. Hang on, he throws Razor to the outside. Kicks him down, stomps on his ankle. And then jumps off the side of the rope. Nails a double axe handle smash. Goes it back into the ring. Razor with a backbreaker clothesline combination. Another kick combination from Kangley. He's going for the pin. Razor kicks out at 2. Razor throws Kangley the rope. Kangley reverses. And he knocks Razor Blade back down. Going for a pin. Razor kicks out at 2. Razor with the power move. And then a neck breaker. Oh, Razor's getting all heated up. Punches Kangley as he comes back into the ring. Kangley's going for another kick combination. Followed by, it looks like a triangle hold. He lets Razor go. Razor's going for, looks like he's going for the spinning illusion, and Kangley reverses into a Northern Lights pin. He steals the win. Kangley winning with, oh, here comes the ACW World Champion himself to confront his challenger. So they saved the brawl for the pay-per-view. As they do respect each other. Why was he gonna hold the title in his face? Well, folks, that ends this week's episode of ACW. Thank y'all for watching.